I love athletes like Antonio Solano, athletes with a passion for what they do and a belief for how they do it. Antonio has a condition that's called Amelia, or as he puts it, my arms aren't well formed. So what does he do? He builds a life around tennis with its sole purpose to both help and inspire those like him. If all you saw were flashes, if you simply heard the violent collision when ball meets racket, then watching Antonio Solano hit would be nothing more than watching a highly skilled, highly motivated tennis player practice. That's not what this is.
Are you amazed at the things he does on the court?
Totally. Antonio was born with what most see as a birth defect. He's used to people staring on a tennis court, in a restaurant. So look, stare. Antonio doesn't mind. In fact, he welcomes it.
It's normal for me. It's almost all the time there are people watching me or looking at me. I don't feel nothing at all. I mean, probably when they stop watching me, I'm gonna feel bad.
He was born in Mexico, and although his first sport was soccer, his first love was tennis. As a 12-year-old, he drew a net on the wall in his room. That constant sound kept him motivated. And quite honestly, drove his mother nuts.
My mom was kind of crazy with me and upset because it's a lot of noise. And sometimes when I couldn't sleep in the middle of the night, just pick up the racket and the ball, hit.
But the lessons in that room went beyond tennis, beyond sports.
You had to do something in this world. You need to do it right. You need to do it to be honest in this world. And you have to work hard. For me, it's some things that are hard, but I don't complain. I took it like challenger for me.
Like picking up a tennis ball. Challenge accepted. When he started, Antonio would have to get down on the court because he couldn't reach the ball. So he came up with this move.
Wow! This was easy.
When I first met him, I could tell he had that drive, and obviously to get to where he's gotten today, he's put a lot of hard work in.
Campbell Booth has known Antonio going on 30 years. They met when Campbell was the assistant coach at Incarnate Word. Booth's a former pro who'd seen just about everything in tennis. Everything until he saw Antonio.
He asked me if I'd like to hit some tennis balls. It made my day. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it.
Antonio never played for Booth, but his self-taught game and larger-than-life personality made him a constant on campus.
He spent so much time with us at Incarnate Word that it was really neat to see what an inspiration he is to everyone. You know, you just don't find athletes like this.
You think you were born to be a tennis player?
I think so, yes.
When you're hitting with him, do you forget? I don't know how to phrase this.
Totally forget.
Totally forget.
He's right on the money. He hits the ball just like any other great player does. I tell you where it's really, who doesn't forget it, are all the able-bodied players that he beats.
They make a face like, oh, come on. How come is he gonna play with me? I mean, they don't play so hard with me until they know that I really play tennis. But sometimes it's too late.
That's no joke at all. No, he beats a lot of players. A lot of players.
Antonio has taken that skill, that drive, and opened a tennis academy in Mexico. It's designed for differently abled children. It's drastically different than his childhood room where he learned, but the lessons are the same for both tennis and life.
I'm very strong with them. I said, well, it's up to you. I mean, life is very good, but you have to try. And nobody's going to help you. You have to do it by yourself.
I think God, gave him a mission in life, and I think he has taken it to levels that are just incomparable.